Welcome in to another weekly Spirit Boost. I'm Tammy Mashtaberty, best-selling author of the books The Universe is Talking to You and the Higher Help Method. And I teach people how to tap into what I call the higher help line of the universe. I apologize for the delay. My camera was not working, but we are good. We are good at the moment. The technical difficulties when you're doing this alone. But I am excited to be here with you today, and I am really focusing on vibration today. That's really where I am what I'm going to be speaking on, because your vibration is the key to so much in your life, right? It's the key to what you're manifesting. It's the key to how you're feeling. It's the key to whether or not you are opening up to signs and synchronicities. It's the key to how your life is flowing, right? And how things are happening around you. And if you're in flow or you feel like you're fighting against life, against situations, your vibration is key. Do you know right now where your vibration is? Do you know right now where your vibration lies? Because if you are trying to manifest, if you are trying to communicate with the universe, get the signs and synchronicities around you from the universe, from your loved ones, from whomever, whatever higher helper you might be working with, if you are trying to do that, you want to know where you're vibrating. Because if you are not on that higher level, you are going to not feel good. You're going to miss the signs. You're not going to get the communications. You're going to feel out of flow. You're going to feel out of sync. You're going to feel like you just want to go back to sleep and start the day over. So you want to know, how do I know where I'm vibrating? And is there a way to instantly shift that? Your vibration is usually the easiest way to identify it is directly correlated to how you are feeling. How you are feeling in the moment. So how are you feeling right now? Are you feeling excited, happy? Oh, it's almost 4th of July weekend here in the United States. And this is so, I'm getting an extra day off and like, I'm feeling so great. Or are you feeling like, oh, I don't want to see my family, or I have no plans, or I'm not happy, or I'm stressed out about X, Y, and Z. I have so much work to do. There's so many things to do at home. My to-do list is so crazy. I'm worried about, where I'm going, what's happening. I'm worried about this person in my life. I'm worried about this situation in my life. Like, where are you right now, right? How are you feeling right now? If you are not feeling pretty good, life is good, you're feeling like, life is good, the universe has my back, all is going well, and even if it's seemingly not going well, like everything will be well. If you're feeling content, if you're feeling happy, if you're feeling joyful, if you're feeling love, if you're feeling appreciation, you're good, you're doing pretty good, right? You can still, you can still increase, right? If you are, depending on where you are. I don't know what is happening on Instagram. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure that wasn't pausing me, because something weird just popped up about hand gestures. I don't know what the heck that was. If you are feeling that way, you're doing good. You're doing good. Your vibration is doing good. If you are feeling frustrated, just sort of not overly happy, depressed, sad, worried, stressed, anxious, anything other than content, happy, good, etc. You need a boost. You need a boost. And you need to shift your energy. You need to shift your energy up. If you want to live a life that is spiritually connected, that is more joyful than not, that is in flow and in sync. Not every day is going to be happy. Not every moment is going to be happy, but we can choose to shift our energy even slightly up to a better place, even neutralizing ourselves so that maybe we can just get back up to neutral from some of those lower energies and those lower vibrations. We can choose to do that. But where are you vibrating? If everything is going wrong for you right now, seemingly wrong, if everything seems to have you bumping up against walls, if everything that that you're doing or experiencing is annoying, frustrating, just seems like everything is not going my way today, everything is going wrong. If you're in that zone, if you're like, listen, I want to do over, I want to hit the restart button, I want to reboot the day because everything is messed up, right? And we all have those days. That's time to shift. That's time to check in and say, you know what? I am definitely not, my vibes are not where they should be right now. My vibes are not on the level that I want them to be, right? Instead of continuing that day and saying, I can't wait till I just go to bed and can start over, you can do something about it. You can shift yourself. You can lower the stress. You can shift your energy. You can shift your vibration. So, how do we know where we're vibrating? What are you feeling right now? What are you feeling and what are you experiencing? Are you seeing angel numbers all the time? Are you noticing synchronicities and signs? Are you feeling good? That's a check on your vibration doing well, right? But if you are not experiencing those things, if you are more in a negative space, then your vibration is not where you want it to be. And it is so important for you to know that you can, in fact, do something about it. Don't think I just have to start again tomorrow. Don't think everything is going wrong and so I give up for today. I give up for today. I can't wait to just go home and, have some snacks, watch some TV and go to sleep so that I can start again. You don't have to do that, right? Where am I vibrating? How am I feeling? If you are not feeling good, if you are feeling anything other than neutral, because even neutral is better than the lower vibrations, then you need to do something about it. You need to make a plan. Listen, the same way you nurture your body or you nurture your you take care of yourself. You brush your teeth, you comb your hair, you put makeup on. If you're someone who puts makeup on, you get dressed, you take a shower, you take care of things that need to be nurtured and taken care of. You need to do the same with your vibration. You need to do the same with your stress level. You need to make a plan. And that plan doesn't have to be a grand scheme. That plan can simply be, here are a couple of tools I'm going to take with me in my toolbox that will help me maintain or boost my vibration as needed. Don't settle for, it's a bad day, I'm just going to let it continue to play out that way. Or it's a bad week, I'm just going to wait. Or gosh, this month, I can't wait till next month because this month has been a nightmare, right? No. You have tools you can take with you. So where are you vibrating? How do you know you're not feeling that high vibe? You know how you're feeling. We all know how we're feeling. Our feelings will let us know every time where we're vibrating, what our thoughts are focused on, where we are at in our connection to a higher consciousness. Our feelings will let us know. It's our barometer for where we're vibrating and where we're going. And so checking in with yourself, setting those alarms on your phone to check in with yourself. If you're not someone who's used to paying attention to how you're feeling or your thoughts, if you're new to that, You have to force yourself to do it. You have to remind yourself to do it. You set those alarms on your phone and you stop and you go, how am I feeling? Do my vibes need it? Vibe check. Do my vibes need a boost? Does my energy need to shift, or am I doing okay? Am I feeling pretty good? Is all going well today for me? If it's not, that's what you need. That's when you need to grasp the simple spiritual tools that are out there for us to shift, right? Prayer is one of them. Anytime my vibes need to shift, I call in Archangel Jophiel. I talk about it all the time. Archangel Jophiel is the angel of beauty, helps you to see the positive instead of the negative, helps you to shift your mindset from negative to positive. Archangel Jophiel, please help me shift my energy and my mindset from negative to positive and hold more positive thoughts throughout the day. Help me elevate my vibration. Help me crank it up a notch. You can ask for that. You can literally ask for it. Here's the best part. You don't even have to do it yourself. You can ask for the help in doing it. This world, this physical world that we live in, this dense energy of this physical world where our spirit is inside of these human bodies and trying to create, well, we are creating, but trying to create more positively. It is a dense, difficult place to live, right? It's not easy. None of it is easy. But we can make it easier because we have these tools available to us. And one of them is the higher help team. You don't even have to shift your vibration alone. You can literally stop and say, you know what? No, I'm not feeling that great. Or gosh, I woke up this morning and everything went to shit. Do you ever have that? My husband will say that to me. Everything I touch goes to shit. I don't understand. Today is not my day. And I say to him all the time, well, that's why. You hear what you just said? Do you hear what you just spoke out into the world? So now you're giving up and today is dead. That's it. Today is no good. Everything is going wrong. Nope. You have to stop and say, things are going wrong. Where am I vibrating? Where are my thoughts? What am I thinking about? Please help me shift this and salvage this day. Please help me shift my vibrations up so that I can get back into flow, so that I can start noticing the signs and synchronicities, so those angel numbers start coming into my frequency again, so that I can feel better and so that I'm in alignment with the things that I'm trying to create or something better. Shift me, help me. I'm not on a good path at the moment, right? My vibes are not great, which means my energy is not great and I need to shift it. So simply stopping and asking for help and shifting it, it can actually be that easy, right? The other thing that I tend to do is I will pray to Archangel Jophiel and ask for the shift, but I will actually work to shift my own energy. And that is something that can be done in minutes. It can even be done in a minute. Okay. So the fastest, easiest, simplest way that you can do it, that you can not just neutralize the energy, which means like, let me just bring myself back up to neutral. Okay. But let me boost it a little bit too. So neutralize and boost. Years ago, I heard, oh my gosh, and we're going back years, over maybe 10 years. I heard Esther Hicks, who channels Abraham, so it's called Abraham Hicks, talking about meditation. And one of the goals of meditation is actually to neutralize your vibration. Right? To neutralize your energy, to neutralize your vibration. So when you close your eyes, even if it's for 30 seconds and just repeat a mantra, you're going back to neutral, which means you're actually probably going up because you're probably in a negative state, right? So you're bringing yourself up. Once you've done that, and that can be done in 30 seconds. You don't even have to do a full 60 seconds, right? I like to do the full 60 seconds where I repeat a mantra. I really like release, all is well, I am safe. You can repeat anything that makes you feel good. The word love, the word let go, You can do another thing that works very well for so many people is you breathe in and you repeat the word so, and you breathe out and you repeat the word hum. So it's so hum, so hum. It's very relaxing, right? I like to do it for 60 seconds, but let's just say you're like, Tammy, I really just want to accomplish all of it in a minute. 30 seconds. You're going to repeat whatever it is. I like release, release, all is well, I am safe. And then I want you to think of something you love. Something, someone. You can think of your child as a baby when they were just a sweet, innocent baby. You can think of your pets. My God, my pets do it to me instantaneously. I go into my heart space. You can think of a significant other. You can think of a happy memory in the past. Whatever can get you to that state of love and gratitude. Just go back to that and think of it and feel good about it. Now you've neutralized and you've gone up. Now you're in a better place. You're actually in a better place. You've distracted yourself from all of the to-dos and the worries and the stresses and the panic and the what ifs and the all of the things that curtail us, right? And spiral us out. You've shifted it and you've moved your vibration. And now you're kind of in a better place because you're like, oh my gosh, I've thought about this and I'm filled. How can you think about an innocent animal pet? Those of you who have pets, how can you think about your pet and not feel love, right? Even when they're doing stuff they're not supposed to do, even when they're driving you crazy. And I have a crazy cat. Okay. Even when they're doing that, even if they're peeing on your carpet, you still love them, right? Like animals are so easy to tap into for that. So that's how you can instantly shift it. But you literally need, if you're someone who struggles with your vibration, if you're someone who struggles with feeling more negative than positive or focusing on the negative more than the positive, you need to do some vibe checks throughout the day. How am I? And the question you're asking is, how am I feeling right now? How are things flowing? What is happening in my life? How am I feeling about the day or about whatever? And if you are anything other than neutralized and feeling pretty good or feeling pretty content or feeling like, okay, or maybe you're even excited about something. Maybe you're even feeling amazing. Then you're good. Then keep going, right? You can still do the little stop and the break because my gosh, nothing will ever hurt you about raising your vibes even more, right? But if you are not feeling good, you've got to shift your energy. It is the third step of the higher help method for solving problems, manifesting, etc. You've got to be in charge of your own energy. And the universe knew that this energy, that this world, that this physical world we were coming into was going to be exhausting and draining and stressful because that's its design, right? Like to teach us, to help us realize, wait a minute, I am in charge of my thoughts and my energy, and I can do something about it. It knew. And the barometer for you is your feeling. And how can I shift this into a better place? And again, when I say this, I am not under any circumstances saying not to feel your feelings. If something happens to you, feel your feelings. I am talking about where there's nothing crazy happening in your life and you're just focused on stress. You're just focused on worry. You're just in a place of more negative than positive. Oh no, you can control that. You can shift that. You can do something about that. And there are simple spiritual tools that can help you do it, which, like I said, just like a mini meditation and then focusing on what I love or focusing on what's going right. If you can stop yourself and say, I know that I feel like a bunch of stuff is going wrong, but what's going right? What's going right in my life? If you can start shifting yourself, and here's the best part of this, the more that you do it, the more that you set those alarms, the more that you focus on checking in with your own vibration and checking in with how you're feeling. The more that you do this, the easier it's going to be. You're not going to even have to set those alarms at some point. You're going to get to a point where you're like, oh my gosh, I know I'm not feeling good. I need to shift this. Or, oh my gosh, like, things are going crazy right now. Let me make sure my energy's in check so I can handle it. The more you do it, the more it's going to become obvious to you when you are not vibrating at a higher level, right? It's all about training, retraining, training the brain, training our habits, shifting ourselves, and getting into a place where you're naturally at a higher vibration and you naturally realize when you're not. And you can do something about that. And that's sort of where you want to get. And that is possible. It's not always easy to shift depending on what's going on, but it is 100% possible to do. And that is the importance of, like I said, you maintain your body, you maintain you're brushing your teeth, you're washing your body, you're doing all of these things. Are you also maintaining your vibration? I remember years ago, I always say it's years ago because it's been such a long time since I've kind of like attended events or watched other people speak and stuff like that. But years ago, I was listening to something by Marianne Williamson, and I don't remember what it was. If it was a live event, if it was, if I was listening to a recording or something, I don't remember. But I remember her saying, we all get up and we cleanse our bodies and we brush our teeth and we make sure that we're clean and presentable. But what about your mind? And that's why she was talking about like meditation as a way to cleanse your mind, right? So it's true, right? Like we do all of these things that we need to do to maintain ourselves, but are you also thinking about your vibration? Because that is just as important to me. That is just as important because it's how you feel. It's how you're connecting with the universe. It's how you're communicating with the universe. It's how you're manifesting the positive things you want to manifest in your life. That is just as important as washing my hair, right? I don't want to have greasy hair. And I don't want to have a greasy mind, right? You want to keep your vibes up. So if you are not a person that checks in with yourself throughout the day, I want you to start doing it. I want you to start doing it. And if you have to start with the alarm on your phone, start with the alarm on your phone. Put vibe check in it so that when it comes off, it says vibe check. And you are going to say, how am I feeling? How am I vibrating? What is happening right now? And do I need to do a cleanse? Do I need to do a boost? Do I need to reboot it? Do I need to shift it up? And if you do, you take just your 60 seconds to do it. You'll start noticing a difference in how you feel and how you're moving through life and how things are flowing more easily into your life and how your days are smoother and how you're noticing those angel numbers and how you're noticing those different signs and the repetitive things that are coming through because the universe uses repetitive signs to grab our attention. You will start noticing more of these things and you'll go, oh my gosh, why did nobody teach me years ago to do vibe checks? Why did nobody teach me years ago about my energy and how it affects everything in my life? That's how I feel. Like, why are we not taught this earlier in life? We're just not. Nobody teaches us how to communicate with the universe and how to, we have to go through something usually disastrous that sparks us on a spiritual path and trying to understand things, right? I always say death, divorce, diagnosis, right? And divorce doesn't have to be an actual divorce. It can be any type of breakup or ending or whatever. For me, it was my mother dying that sent me on the path to trying to understand this world and this universe. That's why I always say my mother taught me the truth about life after her death, because it was after her death that I started learning more. And she, I went to mediums and she came through and I was getting signs like crazy from her. And I started realizing, wait a minute, Like, we're so connected. We have so much support available to us. Why are we not utilizing it? Why am I not utilizing it? And how can I learn how to start utilizing it? Right? That's what started me. And I think so many of you out there listening to this right now can say, yeah, I've gone through some stuff that made me start questioning and made me open up and made me realize, like, wait a second, there's more to this life. There's more to this world. There's more to understand. And once I can start learning it and understanding it and practicing these tools that help me tap into it, like, oh my gosh, that's what made me eventually quit my job and just want to be in this spiritual world, because I was like, I started learning all of these things and I started realizing all of the things that we were not taught and that we didn't know and that were helping me and that were working. And I just thought, no, this is where I want to live. This is the world I want to live in and I want to teach. And I never thought that I would be teaching in the way that I am teaching. I was just wanted to put other teachings out there. So that's why I started a magazine years ago. But of course the universe knows and has other plans. So there's just so much out there for us, right? And so I'm sure many of you who are listening can go, yeah, I also had that circumstance or that situation where there was something that pushed me into exploring more, understanding more, wanting to have a deeper meaning and wanting to understand things at a deeper level. And once you do, it's like you can't go backwards, right? So if you are not someone who does these check-ins with yourself, I want you to start doing them, because if you can start maintaining your own vibration and keeping your own vibration up and knowing how to shift your energy, and I have a whole chapter and a quadrillion tools in the higher help method, even in the universe is talking to you, and in all of my classes and my membership, that's literally what I teach you, right? How can we tap into this higher helpline? How can we tap into the energy around us to create a life we love, to live at a higher level, to give back, to serve, and to be happy? It's possible, right? But there are spiritual tools to do it. I gave you a very simple, easy one here that you can do in 60 seconds. So if you're not already doing it, try it, and then let me know what happens. Just try it for this weekend. We're going into the 4th of July weekend in the United States. Just try it and see if your weekend goes differently when you're doing these vibe checks. Just see what happens. Hi from Michigan. Oh my gosh, people all over. Grand Island, New York, and Texas. Jackie said, if you never see angel numbers, what's a good way to start to look for or notice them? So if you never see angel numbers, I would say the best way to start opening up to them is to do some things to start opening your intuition. I would actually ask, right? I would stop, Jackie, and ask for your angels, your guides, to help you, to send you these numbers and help you start noticing them. That's where I would start, right? I would say, I'm open to this. I want to know you're around me. You got to boost your vibration to be able to see it. So do those little mini breaks that I just gave you now. That's the first and foremost thing. It's funny because my niece asked me recently, like, well, how do I start opening my intuition? And I'm like, you got to start with mini meditations throughout the day. Like, you have to start neutralizing your vibration and bringing yourself back up and bringing yourself back to the present moment, because that's how you're going to start noticing signs and synchronicities and opening yourself up. You have to start there, but also asking for it. So I would ask your angels, help me to start seeing some of those repeated angel numbers. And the thing with angel numbers too is that sometimes I'll just see, like, I'll randomly, sometimes I have days where every time I look at the clock, it's 11:11, it's 2:22, it's 3:33, it's 4:44. I'm like, this is a crazy day. I keep seeing it over and over again. Pay attention to not just like, because sometimes I'll just see the number and I'll go, oh, angels, like, you're around me. Thank you so much. I'm in sync, whatever. But sometimes you'll see the same number. Like, every day I keep looking at the clock and it's 11:11. Every day I keep seeing 5 5, 6, 9 or something. Not necessarily on the clock, but just over. Like I keep seeing the same number. When you keep seeing the same angel number, that's when I want you to delve into what is the message behind it as well, right? Not to say that if you see it, it doesn't mean something, but if I just randomly see it once or twice or whatever, but if every day I'm looking at the clock at 2:22 and I'm like, why do I keep looking at the clock at 2:22? What does that mean? And then you're going to look into what the meaning is. But if you want to notice more, I would say number one, you need to do those mini breaks to neutralize your vibration and open yourself up a little bit more. So I would do that throughout the day. And then number two, I would ask for it. I would specifically ask the angels, please help me notice your messages through numbers. And please help me just notice, if when I'm looking at the clock, what those certain numbers, so I know that you're around me. Ask for it and do those mini breaks to start opening yourself up and opening your intuition, opening your awareness and raising your vibration, and you will start seeing more. Okay, let's see. Oh, Pam said, love Abraham Hicks. Oh gosh, yeah. Years ago, I got into Abraham Hicks. And like I said, I was listening to something. So it might have been like they were interviewed somewhere, or there was something I was listening to connected to them that I heard that. And I always remember that. I just thought that was a very interesting take on it. Good, Peggy. I'm glad she said, thanks, Tammy. Needed to hear this today. Hi, Michelle. Claire F says, hi, Tammy and everyone. I look up and connect to spirit angels and my vibration gets higher. I see 555 many times. Yes. If you see, what I love about what you're doing is you're saying you're intentionally taking the time to look up. You see that number and you're acknowledging it, right? So you are doing things to boost your vibration and maintain your vibration. And it is such a key thing to start opening up and noticing things. And just 3 times a day, if you can take 60 seconds to do that release, all is well, I am safe, whatever you want to say, if you could just take those 60 seconds and then connect to gratitude or connect to love. If you can do that for 60 seconds 3 times a day, you will start opening yourself up more. You will start bringing yourself back to the present moment, which is where everything is happening. And you will start seeing a difference. And that's why I'm saying it doesn't have to take these huge practices and there's nothing wrong with that, right? If you're doing things or taking classes, I take people through long guided things and I have meditations to open up your intuition that is a whole guided thing with archangels. And I'm not saying you can't do that too. I'm just saying in your everyday life, as you're moving through your day, when you're not doing those classes or doing your morning breathing or whatever it is that you're doing, or maybe you do a morning meditation for 10 minutes or 20 minutes, I'm saying take these tools with you throughout the day. That will make a difference. So even if you start there, if you're like, I don't meditate, I can't meditate, I don't like meditation, you can do it for 60 seconds 3 times a day. You can 100% do it, I promise you. So that was basically what I wanted to share with you today. And it's just so important. It's just so important to bring these maintenance things in for your vibration and to ask yourself, where am I vibrating now? How am I feeling? And just take it, run with it, take it into the weekend, see how it works for you. Make it part of your daily routines, right? Like I said, you brush your teeth, you wash your hair, you wash your face, you do whatever you're doing, you take a shower. Make this part of your daily regime and you will notice a difference. So we're moving into a weekend. We're moving into a holiday weekend again in the United States. So hopefully many of you will be off tomorrow, which is Friday, actually the 4th in the US, and enjoy yourself. Do something that brings you joy. Hopefully you'll do something tomorrow that brings you joy and that will make you feel good and make you happy and boost your vibration, because it is important and because you deserve it. So take that with you, and I will see you guys back here next week. I will be back for another weekly Spirit Boost next Thursday at noon Eastern on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And I will see you all then. Bye, everyone.